Hey, it's Tpok, and I'm back in Katawa Shoujo, this time going for Rin, which I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do for her, because she has so many choices. Basically, I guess I could just go through doing the ones I didn't do last time, because that'll probably give me a bad ending. Actually, the only way to get the bad ending is, by not supporting her and then asking for her explanations. Yeah. Okay. Let's do this. Apparently, if I say you are amazing, I'm going to give her art minus. Give me art minus. Okay. Wow, you're amazing. It's not that amazing. Thanks. I take a closer look at her work. It's still glistening with slowly drying ink. You know, I look kind of grim here. You do look kind of grim. I mean, I agree, but it's also true otherwise too. Like this you, not the you that I made. I do? I think so, at least. Your simple statement makes me suddenly feel incredibly self-conscious. I feel like I need a mirror right now to confirm or debunk Rin. It's a nasty feeling. Maybe it's just her. I hope it's just her, and that I don't look like that sketch to everyone. It's a good sketch, but somehow I get a really oppressive feeling from it. I see. Anyway, it looks really good. You really are amazing. Thanks. I'm glad I could draw you. You're an interesting person. You're an interesting person too, but that didn't help me much. My self-deprecation has no limits today, but Rin ignores it all. I knew that I could never compare, but to see the difference with my own eyes is quite humbling. See, I tried to make you look like you think a lot, since you did a lot of thinking. And yeah, I might have overdone with the fed up with life expression, but cynics are like that, right? I want to retort something snappy, but Nomiya gives me no time to think, ushering us to the door. Hurry up, you two. While we've been chatting, the rest of the club has taken their leave. I quickly pick up our drawings and take them to the teacher's desk before hurrying after Rin, who has already left the classroom. She's not in the hallway to my surprise. I wonder where she's managed to run off to in just a few seconds. It would have been nice to talk to her more. Well, not that I had much to say, except maybe to get back at her for calling me a cynic. It's surprisingly late. I already got used to school ending at the same time every day, so I can feel the extra hours in my head. And my gut. My growling stomach reminds me that I'm absolutely ravenous. I'm so hungry that I'd dare to try anything the cafeteria staff has deemed edible. Can I skip ahead? Yes, I can. Okay. So, oh yeah, I remember I was drawing a bird. School feels so alive. Oh, okay. Apparently it doesn't matter. It's only going to give me... Yeah, it apparently doesn't matter. So I'll just go with the new one. The school feels so alive, it makes me... I feel like I need to start moving in some direction too. That's how this school makes me feel. I don't think that's a bad thing. Yeah, me neither. Suddenly I realize that I've just been babbling my thoughts to Yuko out of the blue. She's a bit of a jumpy person, so I fear I might have made a bad impression. She's looking at me with what I hope is curiosity rather than horror, so I figure she's alright. Sorry for suddenly talking about weird stuff like this. I didn't mean to trouble you. Oh no, it's not troubling. I'm happy to listen if you feel like talking. It makes me feel a little reliable too. Yuka smiles sweetly and a little bit ironically at that. I respond with a thankful smile of my own. As she pushes the neat stack of books across the counter, I stand up and gather them in my arms. Here you are. Thank you. I guess we'll be meeting each other again. Please come here anytime. Yuko's kindness is heartwarming. You can count on it. See you later. Okay. Oh, it's the track meet. Skip ahead. It's kind of funny when you skip ahead all the sounds and stuff. Okay. This is... oh. I want to be more like Rin. I want to be more like Emmy. Well, apparently I have to be more like Emmy. Emmy probably has done it. She's so happy and energetic. A runner girl without legs. If anyone has beaten a disability, it must be her. Makes me feel a little bit better too. And I lean back against the tree, breathing out deeply as if for the first time in a long time. Skip ahead. Okay, that was the only thing new. Oh yeah, there's Kenji out of the blue. Oh, there was a note. I don't remember what it said. Awanako's note. Introspection. Rin painting. Okay. Anyway, I don't think I have much else to say other than you should go for it. I think you... so it'd be either this... you should aim high. I think you'd be a big hit. I think you'd be super popular. I mean, your paintings are really amazing. And you paint with your feet. That's really cool too. I bet people will be amazed. It's not a big deal. I would paint with my hands if I had any. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. Rin turns away, looking at her painting wistfully. I want to take back what I said if it was what made her make that face. I get it. Rin looks absent-mindedly at me, not saying anything. I can't even tell if my words had any effect on her. I just don't get it. Anyone else would be... sorry. I don't know why I was sitting on my chair like that, but I was. Anyone else would be jumping up and down in excitement. What's the point of doing your best being in this art club if you don't do anything with your talent? I'm telling you, I'm going to be very angry with you if you give this up. My voice raises higher. I don't know what makes me say this. It's like I've been taken over by some force out of my control, but I really do feel angry. Images of a letter written out on cute stationery flash in my mind. Images of the masked faces of my parents, my doctors, images of the times I've wasted. They mix into my feelings about Rin like a torrent of molten iron. I want to continue, but Rin suddenly stands up. Fine, I'm going. She trots out of the room without anyone saying anything. I stare after her, still seething, though with the voice of rationality in the back of my head wondering if I made her angry as well. Yes, I think you did. The teacher let us out an embarrassed but extraordinarily loud laugh. You care a lot for her, don't you? Lumi looks at me over his circular pink glasses, smiling sympathetically. You've made friends with her then, Nakai? Well, something like that, I guess. Depends on how you look at it. To be honest, I'm not really sure. It's more like me and Rin just tend to hang around each other regularly, talking or not about something that more often resembles some twisted mockery of philosophy rather than normal everyday things friends chat about. Well, that's good, isn't it? You're a new student and we should be promoting integration into the school body and such. I can't remember all the buzzwords they spew at the faculty and the Yamaku Foundation's meetings, but that's how it is. Tezuka isn't the most social person around these parts either. Yeah, that's definitely true. So she's talked about my suggestion to you? Oh no, not really. I think it's been more me pressing her to decide something. Maybe I shouldn't have. No, I'm sure it's fine. I'm too soft with her, even when I shouldn't. I don't really know how to handle Tezuka. She's so independent and willful. I wonder if this is what every old geezer of an art teacher who got his hands on a young and fiery prodigy felt like. He chuckles ironically to himself a little bit, turning to face Rin's latest work, which he left drying on the easel. She departed so abruptly that I wonder if she considers it finally finished. So let's see the painting then. He leans in closer, peering at the canvas. It draws you in, doesn't it? Nomiya stands back straight, his face a dreamy and nostalgic visage. I don't answer him, as he seems to be taking my agreement as a given. I sometimes stay here after hours just to look at Tezuka's paintings. She's really just prodigious, and at such a young age. I get shivers just thinking about what she could become with a few more years of refinement. You ask what makes an artist, remember? This is it. They take a piece of the world and reshape it in their own image. Metaphorically, of course. Looking at her makes you wonder what the world looks like through her eyes. It's a wonderful thing, to be young and full of passion, the most extraordinary time of your life. You would do well to remember that, Nakai. Yes, sir. It's so silly. People always ask artists, where do you get your ideas, as if ideas were something sold at the market for pocket change. You can't explain inspiration. For people like Tezuka, it's like breathing. It's an instinct. I've met maybe one or two with the same kind of raw potential, but no amount of potential will amount to anything if the one doesn't work to realize it. As practical technique skill. Draw for an hour every day for a few years, and even the most hopeless case becomes a passable artist. Tezuka is not brilliant because she was born with a natural talent for this kind of thing. She's brilliant because she works harder than anyone, ever since she learned how to hold a pen, most likely. And all of it with her feet, no less. Absolutely phenomenal. Silence finally lands in the club room as Nomiya lets himself get drawn back into Rin's painting, gently murmuring acceptance toward the still wet canvas. What kind of things do you paint yourself? As if waking from a reverie, he looks at me, surprised at my talking to him. Oh, I don't. Not anymore. Okay, I think I can skip ahead. Yeah, I can. Okay. Sorry, I really don't know what's a new scene and what's not. So, yeah. Sorry. I've forgotten how long Rin's arc was. It's super long. Oh, I gotta, scroll down in my walkthrough. Okay. So, yeah, here's the thing. Basically, Act 3, it can be completely different in the beginning. So, just as a heads up, this is probably going to take more than just this one video to finish. So, yeah, sorry about that, but I'll do my best. Yeah, I gotta skip ahead again. Oh yeah, we just gave her a hug. Oh yeah, and she's all groggy and naked. I remember that. Oh yeah, dandelions. I never really had friends. Oh. So, I'm just gonna say, what about Emmy? Just to get a different scene. What about Emmy? She pauses for a while, as if having to consider the possibility came unexpected to her. Emmy takes care of me, I don't really know why. But I can't really talk to her, not in that way. It's like her head is made of soap foam and marshmallows. Or maybe it's just me. I like her though. she's really nice, isn't she? Yeah. I want to be your friend too. I'll listen to you if you want to talk. If you don't, then I can just sit quietly next to you. And I want to tell you about what I think too. It goes both ways. We should definitely be friends. It's really nice of you to say that. Can I skip? Yeah. I think I'm going to quit the art club. I realized it when we had that argument last week. It was a good thing I tried, but it's not my thing, you know? I have more fun getting to know you than actually doing the art stuff in there. But I want to stay as your friend. Would that be alright? Sure. It was getting pretty creepy anyway with you staring at me all the time. The comment makes me fluster immediately, but I managed to reply. Sorry about that. It's okay, I'm used to it. You're not the first person who likes to see me paint. Are you going to do some other thing? I don't know. Probably not. You are going to become better, right? Sure. Me too, you know. I'm going to talk to that friend of the teacher and ask her to put my stuff in her place, and work hard to get all that done. I decided that just now, you know, but I think I knew it all along. I have this feeling for a long time now. Okay. So I think I just entered Act 3, which was that white flash. Oh yeah, I remember her. What was her name? Sei. Sae. I don't know how you'd say her name actually. She's asleep. Crying in her sleep. Speaking of that, I don't even know if I should be saying this, but it's been bothering me. How do I put it? Rin said that she doesn't really see you as a friend or something. I can't really figure out why she would say something like that. You two seem to be so close. I feel really awkward saying it, but I finally managed to get the words out. Emi doesn't seem to be too shocked, but it gives her pause for a moment. Even her perpetual smile flattens into a more difficult expression. Is that so? I guess I'm maybe more like a big sister or something to her. Excuse me, big sister, you? I put my hand on top of my head, then hers, as if to measure and reconfirm our heights. And he playfully slaps me on the wrist and sticks their tongue out, looking annoyed. Hey, that's hitting below the belt. I thought you were more of a gentleman. Sorry, I just couldn't resist too easy. Really wanted to make the joke to soften the mood rather than make fun of Emi though. But I am serious. Besides, me, you're older than Rin is, or even you for that matter, so there. Really? Yeah, I missed a year of school when I really learned to walk and run with these legs. Oh, right, that makes sense. Should have figured that out by myself. In my defense, her tiny figure is really misleading. Okay, let's skip ahead. Nope. Emi smiles wryly, and something deep and hidden floats up into her eyes, like a swirling vortex suddenly appearing in an otherwise calm river. I watch her struggle with it for a brief moment until she blinks it away and her smile widens. Anyway, it's true. She's just so cute that I want to pamper her. I've always wanted a little sister, but well, I guess I ended up never getting one. It's a little bit hard to really talk with Rin, so I guess I never really tried. I like her a lot though, so hearing that she said that doesn't make me happy. It's not like I can really argue, so maybe that's just how it is. We are really close, but maybe it's just not in that way, you know? She sighs loudly. I wonder if she thinks I'm annoying. I'm pretty sure that's not the case at all. Emi shakes her head, looking amused. I'm not sure if she's joking or not. She has these weird ideas about a lot of stuff. Things just make sense to her in a totally different way than they do to me. I can't even remember all the weird stuff she's talked about over all this time. I don't think Rin does either, really. She's the type who would forget her own head if it wasn't attached to her shoulders. That's why I just can't leave her alone. Is that weird? She leans against the wall, managing to look distraught, but still cheerful as always. I get a strange feeling about it, as though I was talking to two people at the same time. How would I know? Everyone's weird in some way, but if that's yours, it's a very nice way. At least I can understand what you're talking about, unlike Rin. Most of the time I have no idea what's going on inside her head either. Emi giggles, nodding in agreement. I think it's okay, even if you don't understand her. That's how she usually is. Amy stands up straighter, brushing the hem of her skirt and straightening the waistline. She laughs awkwardly. Wow, we ended up talking pretty seriously. What's up with you, Hisao? Why'd you bring this up? Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to get into this kind of discussion. I don't know, I've had this weird feeling lately about Rin. I don't know why. I feel a bit guilty bringing up something like this for no reason except my own anxiety. It will be fine, don't worry about it. Suddenly, Emmy clutches my wrist and twists it so she can see what time it is from my watch. Oh damn, this late already, I really should go. There's a meeting with the rest of the track team at the field. It's not gonna be fun in this heat. We're gonna sweat like pigs, but I promise I'd be there. Bye-bye. Okay, fast forward. As I walk through the hall that afternoon, I glance at my watch. It's almost 4:30. I would normally have a club meeting to attend, but I don't feel like going to the art club at all, so I start heading the opposite way. Feels like a poorly chosen decision. I just know that if I skip club once, I'm going to skip it again and again. This is probably it for me in the art club. It's been bubbling beneath the surface for a while now, though. Guess I'll formally quit later. I keep watching the bland linoleum floor while I walk without a direction. This leads me, perhaps unconsciously, to the school library. It's almost empty and completely quiet. A few studious first years are sitting at the tables, joining efforts to get homework done before dinner time. Yiko is hard at work today too. She's methodically going through a tower stack of books sitting on her desk, checking them one by one and placing them onto a cart beside her. I greet her as I stop by. Good afternoon. I haven't seen you here for a while. Did you read all the books already? She seems to be in a good mood. I don't think so. I joined the art club, so I've been passing the time there instead of working my way through your collection. I think I'm gonna quit though, so I guess you'll be seeing more of me again from now on. You didn't like the club? Honestly, I don't know. I don't have much of a talent for art, but I didn't hate doing it either. I guess it just feels a bit pointless. I can't really see a purpose in going. The art teacher scares me a little. Really? He seems like a nice guy. Maybe a bit over the top sometimes. Yuko makes a face I can't read, but doesn't say anything further. How are you doing? Something good happened to me today. I didn't flunk my university course. Sorry. Well, that's great, isn't it? Yes, without the credit, I might have been kicked out and then had a lot of explaining to do to my family. I'm really lucky. I think I'm going to buy pudding today to celebrate. Being a university student sounds hard. I'm surprised you're working 2 jobs while still attending. My part-time work really makes it hard to keep up with my studies, and I get yelled at by my student counselor. And if I stay up late studying, I get sleepy at work and my boss yells at me. But if I quit my jobs, I'll starve. It's like I can't win. I wonder why it's like that. I don't really know what to say. Yuko isn't really complaining to get empathy out of a guy a lot younger than her. She's basically just talking about the facts of her everyday life. It makes me feel even more pity for her somehow. Wow, must be hard for you. I don't know. It's been like this for so long, I've forgotten what it's like to have a normal life. Or maybe this already is a normal life for my age. Is this normal? Is this right? It must be. Why is normal so depressing? I couldn't say. Not like being abnormal is much different though. Oh, I didn't mean it like that. Sorry. I just got carried away. It's fine. It was a joke, sort of. Anyway, you seem to be doing just fine now. Yes, when I feel really down, I take a step back and make a cup of tea. And when I've drunk the tea, I give my mood a kick in the butt, like wham! And then I tell myself, now you're gonna do this thing, Yuko, and then I go and get it done. That's why I'm working so hard now. She clenches her fist dramatically at the high point of her spirited explanation. It's a bit unclear what she actually means, but it's nice that she's so motivated. Leaving Yuko alone with her work, I head back to the library where the novels are. Briefly consider reading something non-fiction for a change, maybe a biography perhaps, but in the end I decide against it. My fingers trace the spines along the rows upon rows of novels. They occasionally pull out the random book so I can read the back and maybe sample the first 2 or 3 pages. Nothing really catches my interest, so I end up picking up a book I'd already read back in March or so at the hospital. I recall liking it. I sit down on one of the beanbag chairs and quickly get sucked into the book, turning pages at a rapid pace. I'm probably not the fastest reader around, but pretty fast all the same. Reading makes me feel oddly satisfied. Focusing on reading is something I'm pretty good at too. I can cram study pretty efficiently as well, as long as I stay motivated. It's the secret of my good grades, though I'm pretty diligent in class too. That's what Rin and I have in common. She can really focus on painting if she wants to. I wonder what she's doing now. Probably hard at work painting. This distance that suddenly grew between us irritates me. I thought that we were getting closer, but now that feeling's been lost. I'm a bit worried about her too. I can't make sense of my own thoughts. I want to be with her more. Without Rin, I don't really have anyone else at school that I actually talk to. Not like we actually talk very much anyway, but at least we hang out. I really don't want to lose that. Okay guys, I'm gonna end it here because we've been going over 25 minutes. And basically, I guess my question for you is, would you rather me go ahead and do all this myself and just show you the endings? Or do you want to do you want me to finish this, like, arc with this sub-arc in Rin's arc? So yeah, just leave a comment below. Well, I just knocked a can over. Just leave a comment below, and yeah, I'll see what's next. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.